Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. I wanted to come on really quickly and just give you a mini Joann fabric haul. And it's not all fabric. I have a couple of things that are not fabric, but I just wanted to share with you the things that I have purchased today. Many of you may have already heard that Joann Fabrics is closing over half of their stores. I think they have 833 stores total, and they are closing 533 of those stores, leaving them with only 300 stores remaining open. How long those 300 stores will remain open, I do not know. I am very prayerful that there will be a buyer that comes along and purchases those 300 stores and will keep the business going. That's my prayer anyway. It doesn't look like that's what's going to happen, but it is definitely my prayer. So I went into, we have two local Joanns. I am like smack dab in the middle. I have one that's about 4 to 5 miles in one direction, and one that's about 3.5 to 4 miles in the other direction. And so I get to pick and choose, or, I have been able to, which one I want to go to, or if one doesn't have something and the other one does, it's just a hop, skip, and a jump for me to get to that other one. So the one that they're closing here is in Fairfax, and the one in Sterling is remaining open for the time being. So I thought, let me go to Fairfax and let me just show my support. And I wanted to see what the prices look like and what their inventory was like, since they are, liquidating everything. And all fabric had an additional 20% off. Everything else had an additional 40% off. So, yeah. And there were some shelves that were empty, but that's not unusual at this time, as they're usually transitioning and bringing spring things out, a lot of gardening things and so forth. And so it's not uncommon to walk in that store and see a shelf or two, an aisle, a shelf of aisles, an aisle of shelves, Lord, empty, because they're transitioning for the season. So that didn't surprise me. Yeah, there are a lot of people that are going and purchasing things, but they still have a ton of stuff. They even had new fabric that had come in and still wrapped in plastic. Now, I don't know if they're going to try to sell that, or if they're going to send that over to the other Joann's fabric store or what, but there was that. The atmosphere in the store was daunting. You walk in and you have one spirit, and you walk into that atmosphere and it literally just crushes your spirit. Like, everyone is just kind of devastated. Customers, workers. And so that was really unnerving. But they did have some really good fabrics, beautiful fabrics. And like I said, all fabrics had an additional 20% off. They were not honoring coupons or anything like that. So, yeah. I'm going to give you a heads up now. My dogs are in here in their crates. You're going to hear them. I've moved them in my sewing room because they can't be in my bedroom anymore. They hear one little noise and they just start barking, and it wakes me up, and then it takes me 2 to 3 hours to get back to sleep at night. And so I was tired of having my sleep interrupted. When I've had them in here and I close the door, I have their crates covered at night. And so they, for whatever reason, tend to ignore all of the sounds when they're in here with the door closed. And so I'm just gonna keep them in here from now on and have to deal with it. And it's fine, it's not a problem. So I'll just turn the music on at night. They have like a whole puppy channel. Go figure. But it's relaxing puppy music, and I will put that on and hope that will help keep them calm at night. and allow me to get some adequate sleep, because I am tired of waking up at 2 o'clock in the morning because they heard something, and then I don't get to sleep till 3 or 4 or 5 o'clock and have to get up at 6. So just giving you a heads up that you will hear them in the background. I live with people and animals, so life happens here. You will hear my grandsons, you will hear my daughter, you will hear my husband, you may even hear the cat. Right now the dogs are, having conversation. Let's get on with this. So I am doing a block swap right now. Actually, you know what? Let me show you the containers I got first. So this is normally like $43, $44, $45, something like that. And I got it for $33 with the discount that they had. This is photo and craft storage boxes. And you can put, photos in these boxes, or, if you're making jewelry, you could put your items in here, your jewelry pieces, or scrapbooking stickers, and, you can label them and keep them all different. And, it could be summer and winter and all of the things. I am actually using these for my garden seeds. And so I'm hoping when I get paid again, I will go back, and I'm hoping that they still have some. They had quite a few when I went today, and I'm hoping that they still have some. I need to get at least 3 or 4 more of these. There are 16 cases. I have way more than 16 seeds. So I'm hopeful that they have at least 3 or 4 more, and if they don't, I can go to the other Joann's, or I can order online, from some other place, or I can go to Michael's. I know Michael's has some. But yeah, that's what I got that for. And then I know I had said in one other video that I was planning to get, and I think it was my works in progress and unfinished projects video. I said I was going to get some more of these containers. I got 1 more, and when I go back again, if they have more, I'll probably get 2 or 3 more of these. This is normally $19.99, and I got it for $12.99. So there's that. And so those are the only 2 containers that I purchased. Now I am doing a block swap, and I thought I would have those blocks done by this weekend. Excuse me. First, let me tell you why I've been MIA. Me and my daughter and my grandsons, we all got the flu. My daughter and my youngest grandson, who actually had the flu on his birthday, he turned 2. They had it first. They came home Monday evening. She said, my head hurts. He's running a fever. My body is starting to hurt. I think we may have the flu. And we had all been taking our natural herbs and all of that good stuff anyway. And I just upped the ante on them. And Tuesday morning, me and my other grandson, my 7-year-old grandson, we woke up. And our throats were scratchy, our heads were hurting, and the body aches followed soon thereafter. It went downhill fast, and it was horrendous. I keep telling everybody it felt like COVID and the flu had a baby. And it was a baby I could not give back. And I tried, but I couldn't. I wanted to. It wouldn't let me. It was really, really, really bad. I felt like my hair hurt. The tips of my fingernails hurt. Like everything hurt. And the best that I could do was sleep in the recliner. It hurt my body to sleep in the bed. it was not so painful sleeping in the recliner, and so I did. It was a little easier getting up from the recliner to go to the restroom than it was getting up from the bed to go to the restroom. And that is pretty much all each of us did, was sleep and go to the bathroom, sleep and go to the bathroom. We stayed hydrated with orange juice and water, and the water and orange juice just did not seem to be cold enough. So we had our stainless steel water bottles filled to the brim with ice, and then we'd fill it with water or we'd fill it with orange juice and we'd just drink. And it was still like it was not cold enough. I don't recall what the boys' temperatures were, and I don't recall my daughter telling me what her temperature was. At one point I had 104 temperature. It was bad, and it wiped us out. We were not functioning. It wiped us out so that while we were at our sickest, neither she nor I could think to order food. It didn't dawn on us that we could do DoorDash. It didn't dawn on us until like the last day when we really started to feel better that we could order food. Not for ourselves because we were not eating, but my husband, who has the immune system of an ox apparently and never got sick, he didn't get to eat either. And I say he didn't get to eat. He didn't get to eat, your typical usual food. We had bought lots and lots of fruit before we got sick because we had bought it for the week. For the boys and for ourselves, we eat a lot of fruit. And so we had like 6 or 7 bunches of bananas. We had bags and bags of apples and grapes and pears and oranges and things like that. And so all I could tell him was just eat the fruit, please. And he said, okay. And he ate the fruit, and he ate the fruit, and he ate the fruit, and he ate the fruit. He stayed alive. I could not think to order food. All rationality went out the window. And so he survived on lots and lots of fruit. And we eat a lot of fruit anyway. He was happy when I was finally in my right mind and I could order him some food. He was very happy for that, but I kept saying, I'm so sorry, and he'd just say, it's okay. And but it took us out. So anywho, I thought I would have my blocks done this weekend and ready to go in the mail, but that did not happen. I don't have the energy. I'm gonna try to do some sewing this evening, but I really don't have the energy still. I'm still not 100%. My daughter and my grandsons seem to be back to their norm, but I'm still kind of lagging. By 3 o'clock, I'm pretty wiped out and I'm ready to go to bed. And that's been for the last 3 days now. It wiped me out, depleted everything. So I have to really build myself back up. But let me show you the fabric because I digress. So I'm supposed to be doing a light green flower. Let's see if I'm able to show you this. Without showing you everything, because this is not my pattern. So okay, there's the block right here. That's one of them, and then the other block is oh no, there are 3 different teams. Hold on. So this is the block I'm supposed to be making. It's like 2 block swaps, but this is the one I'm supposed to be making. That block there. And my color is bright green this block calls for a background fabric. Mine is black, a dark fabric, a light fabric that is the same color as the dark fabric, just lighter, and then cornerstones. So my cornerstones, my flower, because I have a light fabric, my flower is this lime green, and I think this is so gorgeous. As soon as I walked in and laid eyes on it, I was like, that's it. That's the one. So that's my flower fabric. This is the center of my flower. And then this is my cornerstones. And then my background fabric is black. So there's a team of us that has black background, and then there's a team of us that has white background. And on each of those teams, there are 16 people. I think it's 16. I can't remember. And so our blocks are supposed to be 15.5 by 15.5 squared. Big size blocks. I think it's just 12 of us. 3, 6, 9, 12. Yeah, there are 12 of us on each team. So we have a team white background, team black background, team gray black background, and then there were people that were still trying to join, and so she created another team black background, and their block is even more different than ours. That's their block. And so those are my fabrics for my block swap blocks. And then I purchased 2 other fabrics, not because I needed them, but solely because they were just gorgeous to me. Like, I have a ton of fabric I need to get rid of. I'm going to be making scrappy quilts just so that I can get rid of the fabric. So trust me, when I'm standing in line and I'm going, why am I buying more fabric? I have fabric at home to get rid of. But because they're going out of business, and I don't know when I will get to shop for fabric again and actually feel it and touch it and pet it, I bought more fabric. This one is my absolute favorite. Look at those colors. The butterflies. Oh my gosh. I fell in love with the butterflies. But the colors were just like jumping off the fabric, and I was like, wow, those colors are gorgeous. So I got 2 yards of this fabric. Of the fabric for the block swap, I got 1 yard each. And then this one, and the pattern on here just made me think of free motion quilt pattern. And so yeah, but that color, I love the color. Absolutely love that color. I thought this was gorgeous. I got 2 yards of this one as well. And so I think one of the things that I am going to miss the most about Joann's is being able to go and pet the fabric. Like, yeah. I mean, if you're a quilter, you understand. Or just if you're a seamstress, you understand. You just want to pet the fabric and feel the fibers of the fabric. And it's just something about touching fabric. And then when you make that purchase and you're just, yeah, you know, all the things. So I'm going to really, really, really miss Joann Fabrics. I really, really am. I am so brokenhearted. Again, I don't know what's going to happen to the other remaining 300 stores. I'm prayerful that a buyer will come along and keep those stores open, but it's not looking like that's going to be the case. I just keep praying. If I had the money, it would be a no-brainer. Those 300 stores would be remaining open. Now, inventory might get smaller so that I could keep the budget down and so forth. The stores might get smaller. I don't know. But we'd still have quilt fabric. That's for sure. Anyway, I am not going to stay on here much longer. Like I said, my energy level is like non-existent right now, and I'm getting really tired. So I thought I was gonna do something with this fabric, but I'm not. I'm gonna go lay down. I'm gonna go get me some orange juice and ice, and I'm gonna go lay down, and I'm gonna call it done for the evening. You guys, thank you again for joining me, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, and God bless. Bye.